Van D, a dynamic leader with decades of experience building companies and crushing sales. He's been there and done that.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is Van D.
Inspiring audiences across the country to do it too. Here's Van.
Well, hello, everybody. I am so excited to be with you today because I love this topic. So today we're going to talk about expecting the best. Speaking of the best, ladies and gentlemen, Cam Broham, the greatest producer on the planet.
Oh, you
Yay.
flatter me, Van. You flatter me.
Yes, I do, because you are the best, Cam Broham. Anyway, enough about you, Cam.
Agreed. Moving on.
You know what though? You gotta have the people in your life that are the best at what they do, and it helps you become better when you do. So I'm grateful I have Cam Broham. So I believe our mindset has a huge impact on our lives. So our mindset, ladies and gentlemen, you know it's going to dictate how we think. It's going to dictate what we expect from ourselves, how we view other people, how we feel when we wake up in the morning. Our mindset dictates the choices we make and the outcomes we experience. Would you guys all agree? Okay. And by the way, anytime you guys want to send me an email with things you want me to bring up on my podcast, it's van@vandeeb.com. I'd love to hear from you. So, do you have a mindset that expects the best? I personally can't imagine waking up in the morning and not expecting great things to happen to me throughout the day. I wake up and I plan on great things happening to me throughout the day. And if you have that mindset, they will. You're almost manifesting it through your thoughts and through the way you're thinking. Today, great things are going to happen to me. And not to try to impress you, but to impress upon you with that mindset, it will. Great things happen to me all the time, and I don't believe it's by accident. It's because I really expect them to. And you know, lots of people may call that, well, that's just positive thinking. Well, of course it's positive thinking, but you're adding to it a little bit. When I get up in the morning after I thank the good Lord that I'm still here and that I did wake up, I'm always counting on today's going to be a great day. I expect great things to happen. So some people expect the best but prepare for the worst. Now, there's nothing wrong in that. That way, if something does go wrong throughout your day, you're prepared for it. Or you may be the type of person that you prepare for the worst and you just hope you make it through the day. So for those of you that have listened to my past podcast over the last several years or have been to my presentations, you know that my default is, my mindset is every day I expect the best. I don't really think about any other possibilities because why would I want to bring that into my atmosphere? Why would I want to bring that into my presence saying, you know what, I'm pretty sure things aren't going to go great today. I'm going to be prepared for it. No. If we don't expect great things to happen to us throughout the day, who's going to? I mean, if you're fortunate enough to have a significant other, children, boss, employees, somebody saying to you first thing in the morning when you see them, hey, great things are going to happen to you today. And then that's awesome because that's super important too. But if you don't, you have to be the one. So just like anything we do in life is a choice. Expecting the best is the choice that only you can make. It's the skill that only you can develop. And why do I call that a skill? Because I believe it is a skill to have that mindset every day that you expect great things to happen. You choose to expect the best, and then you work on making it happen. So when people say, well, Van, how am I supposed to expect the best every day? In order to make that happen, you can't just wake up and just stand there and say, boy, I hope great things happen. You have to make them happen. It's like anything. You have to create a discipline. So what's your discipline going to be? I'm going to work really hard today. I'm going to make those phone calls that I don't want to make. I'm going to write those notes that I don't want to make. Once you make whatever you're planning on doing a discipline, it becomes a habit, and then eventually it's going to come natural to you. You know, everything we do in life, if you make it a discipline, that's a key word, be disciplined to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish and live that mindset of expecting the best. Let me ask you something. Wouldn't your life be more exciting and fruitful if your natural mindset was expecting the best, great things happening to you? And ladies and gentlemen, I am speaking from experience because I expect the best every day. It's a great feeling to wake up with that attitude. Think about this. Now, not being selfish, think about all the people in your life that this mindset of yours will inspire. Your kids. Boy, look at mommy and daddy today, man. They're just expecting great things to happen. Your kids are going to be inspired. Your significant other, your spouse, your boss, employees. You may make a difference in people's attitudes at work when you expect great things to happen. Your customers are going to notice your attitude. Your friends. Your mindset of expecting the best and great things to happen to you today is contagious. Just like the opposite attitude, that you don't expect anything out of yourself today. Guess what? That's contagious too. You don't think people that see you and visit with you and see your attitude and listen to the way you feel, you don't think that's contagious? Yeah, it is. So keep this in mind. Success isn't just about what you accomplish in your life. It's about what you inspire others to do. Think about that. I think it's extremely selfish, and I've said this over and over. When you are a parent and you've got children that depend on you, when you're a spouse and you've got your other spouse depending on you, when you're an employee, when you're a boss, anything, when you've got all these people that are depending on you to give it your best, I think it's extremely selfish not to. If you're living in a cave and you live by yourself and nobody depends on you for anything, then go ahead and have the attitude that you don't expect anything good to happen in your life, because you're not going to affect anybody. But if you've got employees, if you've got a boss, if you've got children, a spouse, significant other, friends, family, success isn't just about what you accomplish in your life. It's about what you inspire others to do. I could repeat that over and over and over again. So also, expecting the best also means choosing to see challenges and problems as opportunities. What do you have to lose by that? What do you have to lose by when you get to work or when you start your day and there's a challenge, either at home or with your job? There's a challenge or a problem. What do you have to lose by looking at that as an opportunity? Honestly, so instead of being satisfied with just the status quo or, well, this is the normal, this is the way that everybody else lives life, I'm just going to get through the day and make it through the day. I'm not expecting anything. Why not focus on what you expect out of yourself? Why not focus on what you expect yourself to treat others, how to treat other people. Maybe one of the things that you do to expect the best for you that day is to be the bright spot in other people's lives. Now more than ever, people need you. They need your bright light. They need your smile. They need your positive attitude. But remember, to experience a great outcome for your day, you need to put in the discipline to make it happen. You've got to give the extra effort to do all those things that I just said. Create the discipline. Accomplish what you want to accomplish that day. Work hard. Don't procrastinate. Go out of your way to make other people feel good. So I just want to give you a couple of tips to help you expect the best of your life and basically how to live your best life. Okay. So we've already established you and only you can make the decision to expect the best in your life. Other people can wish you felt that way. They can say, hey, Tommy, you should expect more out of your life. Yeah. People can do that all day long, and you're just going to let it go through one ear and out the other. Only you can make the decision to expect great things in your life. Here's the thing. There's a lot of people that don't feel that they deserve the best, that they don't deserve to have a great day. Maybe they don't like themselves. So this is when you need to make the necessary changes so you can truly feel that you deserve good things. If there's things about you that you don't like and that you think are holding you back from having that kind of an attitude to expect great things, then figure out a way to stop them. It's not always that easy. If you have an addiction, alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, of course that's going to keep you from being the best you can be. That's a no-brainer. Maybe you got to work on that first. If you've had a problem in treating people nicely, being friendly to them, smiling at them, going out of your way to make them feel like they matter. Yeah, probably not great things are going to happen in your life if you don't do that for others. Maybe these are things you need to work on. Maybe you need to make a decision to change things in your life so you can develop the attitude of expecting the best. Another thing you hear me talk about a lot, almost in every podcast, avoid the negative noise, the cynics, and the doubters. Man alive, you have no place in your life for these people, for these challenges. We're going to wake up with challenges. Why go to bed with them? Why knowing that these things in your life are super negative? If people say you can't, lose their number. They're not for you. If people doubt you, fine, prove them wrong. I've spent the majority of my life not proving people wrong, but proving myself right. I know I have the capability to build a really great real estate firm. I know I had the capability to give presentations to help people live their best life. Anybody that doubted me, I had to get them out of my life because it hurt me. I would not try to prove them wrong. I tried to prove myself right. Here's the deal. You can't expect the best if you are hanging on to anything negative. Get rid of the negative things. It's not easy. It stinks to have to not hang out with certain people in your life that you know are not good for you. But here's the deal. If not now, when? And if not you, then who? And here's what really stinks. A lot of the negative people in your life and the doubters and the cynics, they're jealous of you. Guess what you can do about people that are jealous of you? Not a dang thing. The only way that you can satisfy the negative noise and the doubters and the cynics is to be miserable. So if you make a choice to be nothing, if you make a choice to be less than average, you're going to have a lot of these doubters and cynics loving you. But as long as you're making a choice to want to expect the best from your life and live your best life, you're going to drive the cynics and the doubters and the negative people in your life nuts. So get rid of them. No one's going to look down on you for wanting to live your best life. So my point is, stay positive in every aspect of your life. Another thing is constantly, and this is where I've struggled. As I've got older, I feel like I've changed every so many years. I change a little bit. But one thing I'm glad I've been changing over the years is I am constantly recognizing the blessings in my life. The more you recognize the good things in your life, the more you recognize the blessings that have happened to you, the more grounded you're going to be. The more you are aware of what is good in your life, the easier it will be to expect the best for your future. Never stop being grateful. Grateful for the smallest things. There's no such thing as something too small to be grateful about. And once you are a grateful human being, it's just going to open more doors and windows, and all this is going to come into your life to expect the best in your future. Another thing is, it's not just about you. In order to bring the best things in your life, you have to expect the best for others. Think of somebody you know. I want to challenge my audience. Think of somebody you know and become a cheerleader for them. Become a cheerleader for your friends and your coworkers. Show them unwavering support. The more you support other people's success, the more you will bring the same into your own life. I can't tell you how many times I've just made a handwritten note congratulating somebody for doing something, and they tell me it was one of the most meaningful things that they've received. There's not enough cheerleaders and people that are giving unwavering support to people. Once again, now more than ever, everybody needs our support. They need our approval. And guess what all this costs you? Absolutely nothing. To pick up the phone and say, hey, I saw you won an award. Congratulations, you really deserve it. Now with the social media, get on there and write on their post. When you see somebody's done good, say something nice on their post. Congratulate them. Let them know that you're excited that great things are happening to them. So expect the best for others, not just yourself. So also do whatever it takes to bring the best outcomes possible in your life. I am, as most of you know who know me and been to my presentations, my podcasts, my speeches, I'm a huge believer in manifesting what you want and what you expect your life to look like. Ladies and gentlemen, it's freaky. I don't know any other way to describe it. It's crazy how I've manifested things the majority of my life by visualizing them, picturing myself being in that position, closing my eyes and dreaming about where I want to be, expecting the best things for me. And in my mind, I can touch it, I can feel it, I can see it. And man alive, once again, not to impress you, but to impress upon you, visualizing is crazy, crazy awesome when you're trying to expect great things in your life. You know, I love Napoleon Hill. He wrote some great books, and one of them was, I think, back in the 50s, that's still got a shelf life forever, called Think and Grow Rich. This this one quote that he made should probably be on my tombstone. He says, if you can conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it. Think about that. If you see it in your mind and you really believe you should be there, you will get there. But how can you visualize it? How can you see it if you don't expect great things to happen to you? I believe in dreaming. I believe that dreams are a prelude to reality. Unless there's some dreams you've had, like where a monster shows up at your birthday party and eats all the kids. That's not a dream that I think anybody wants to have. Okay, I probably watched too many Will Ferrell movies. The more time, just remember this. You can't just wake up in the morning and say, hey, I expect the best today. Oh, man. You've got to deserve it. You've got to work towards it. You got to improve yourself. The more time you spend improving yourself, the more inspiring and empowering you will be to everybody around you, because they will notice. I love trying to improve myself. I'm trying to do things to make myself a better human. And it makes me feel good, and I have people that notice. People notice things, my attitude, my behavior. The more time you spend improving yourself, the more inspiring and empowering you will be to everyone around you. I know this is true, ladies and gentlemen, because I've witnessed many people, including myself, who have expected the best from themselves and lived up to their own expectations. I am convinced, and you've heard me say this before, I am totally convinced that we are all on a level playing field. I'm not saying that to make people that don't think much of themselves that are listening to this feel good. I'm not saying it for that reason. I truly believe that we all are created equal and we're all on a level playing field. If somebody in the room is more successful than the other person, I believe it's because they made a choice to be. When I go speak to large audiences, I've spoken at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. I've spoken at the CHI Center open for Aaron Brockovich in Omaha, Nebraska. When I see these big audiences, and I ask the room when I talk to people to ask them about their careers and what they've accomplished, I know for a fact that everybody in that room could say the same thing. Some people make a choice to expect the best out of their lives, and others don't. You can't blame anybody in your life for where you're at. Now, there's an asterisk there because we may have some medical challenges. I know some people that really had to bust their tail in getting to where they are because their circumstances in life and how they were brought up was just counterproductive, and they had to work 10 times harder than others. My point is, we all are on a level playing field, and we all have the ability to get to where we want to go. If you don't expect the best for yourself, who's going to? So just to wrap this up, I want you to think about some things. Stay positive. Be grateful. Take care of your body. When people say you are what you eat and your attitude's reflective of how you take care of yourself, they're dead on. I know when I am good to my body, I perform better in everything in life. Don't be afraid to talk to yourself. Look in the mirror and talk to yourself. I've told you for years and years, I look in the mirror and I say to myself in the morning, this is what I expect from you today. Don't come home unless you're productive. That may sound strange and goofy. And now my dog looks at me like, Dad, who are you talking to? But that's okay. Stay away from negative people. Everything negative, get it out of your life. Be positive around your friends. Encourage other people. Be their biggest cheerleaders. Sleep more. It's a proven fact that the more rest you get, the better you're going to be during your day. Don't waste time on things that don't matter and going to help you get to where you need to go. Ladies and gentlemen, love more people. Make more people feel like they matter. The more people that you can help get to where they want to go and expect great things for them, it just comes back tenfold. Smile and laugh more. That's really important. People want to be around people that smile. That's a fact. People want to be around people that make them laugh. That's also a fact. And last but not least, enjoy the journey. Enjoy improving yourself. Enjoy the fact that you have the ability to make changes in your life to live your best life right now. Life is not a dress rehearsal. You know that. If you want to be number one in your company in sales, if you want to be the best manager, if you want to be the best business owner, if you want to be the best son or daughter, if you want to be the best parent, you can. But you have to expect these things for yourself. Other people can't do it for you. And remember, if you need a jolt of inspiration, motivation, I would love to come to your company and speak to you. I can do it over lunch hour, or we can make it a huge event. I do one-on-one coaching. I want to utilize the God-given time that God has left me to help be productive in your life and to help you, which is why I do these podcasts. I'm here for you. So once again, I'm encouraging everybody, please forward this podcast on to anybody you know that could use it. Please subscribe to this podcast so you get it in your inbox at vandeeb.com. You can go to Apple, Spotify, or your favorite podcast platform. And please know how grateful I am for you. And I hope you got some takeaways today, and make it a great day.
A Hurrdat Media Production.